Good day, people. Welcome back to Dizachi HD. We are back with our Shanghai career mode in the Chinese Super League, and we're kicking this off as a special deadline day episode. So, we are going to try and make some final deals on deadline day to try and improve our team more than we already have. I've got some recommendations for players to have a look at, so I'm going to see if we can pick any of those up. This is what the team is looking like at the minute. Yan Junling in goal. He's one of the original players at the club. We've got Tang Miao at right back, who's a player that we signed. Yi Teng and Makino pair up at centre back. They are both players that I've also signed in this career mode. In at left back, we have Daily Sinkraven, another player that we've signed in this career mode. Partner up in CDM, we've had Andreas Pereira and Cao Haikung. Pereira obviously brought in, and the other player was already at the club, and we've decided he is going to keep his place. In at the left wing, Wu Li. Looks pretty good. Haven't obviously played with him yet, but he could be quite a good player. Cutting him from that left-hand side. Was already with Shanghai. In at the right midfield, we have Hulk, obviously. One of the players who was here when we arrived. Looks pretty good. Looking forward to playing with him. Don't know about playing him out on the right, but we'll see how it goes. In at Cam Oscar, obviously already at the club. Be interesting to see how much money, what his wages are actually on this game. See if there's anything like they are in real life. See what the comparison is. In at striker, we have Elkson, 4-star skills, 4-star skill move, chip shot, trait. He looks pretty good. I reckon he'll be fun to play with. The bench needs some filling out, so we're going to have a look, see if we can't find anyone to place into those positions. Now I'm just going to have a look at some players recommended. Diawara was one. I feel like he might be a little bit too much money. Is it Amadou? I have no idea. He might be this guy. I was wrong. Why did I select that guy? We knew it wasn't that guy. Diawara. This kid here from Naples, Napoli. Probably not going to be able to get him in time, unfortunately. Just because it is deadline and I don't know what his value is. We'll have a look though, might be able to. And Giaccherini. Could it be this one? No. We have Sir Giaccherini. Let's have a look. If we go to the... No, which league are they in now? They are in the first division. Let's have a look at Parma. The player that we are looking for does not appear to be in the same. Okay. Well, it may well not be the latest squads. Gervinho sat at Parma. That's an interesting one for sure. And Rigoni as well. He has actually got a release clause. I might have a little ponder around, see if we can find any players with release clauses. Let's check within the Premier League, see what we get back. I'm intrigued to see who we have. So Arnautovic is on there. Interesting, 38 million. 64 mil release clause on Laka, 15 on Lacadia, and Raheem Sterling 82.2 mil. Interesting midfielders. Jack Cork 20 mil, Lamino on 23. Some pretty damn high release clauses for some of these players. Wow, David Silva's 93 mil. Defense. Okay. Interesting. Goalkeepers. Okay. No Etheridge. That would be an interesting one, but I'm not too sure if we'll go for a keeper. Really am struggling to think of any players to get, to be honest with you. I was pretty happy with the team, but wouldn't mind just scouting around, seeing what's out there. Let's just have a look. Just want to mix it up, go for some players I wouldn't normally see. We'll have another look at Japanese players just because I'm intrigued. I know there's quite a few on the game. You've got the whole K-League on the game, so no doubt we could be hunting through these to see if there's anyone that I actually know. Oh, there's some old players in this game. 38, Jesus. Another one. Endo. That's a lot of Endo. Michael Fitzgerald. You are not Japanese. You're kidding me. What? Come on. Anyone that I recognise that looks enticing. What am I doing? Trying to hunt through these players is an actual mission. I've got absolutely no chance. Let's check the transfer list. It is deadline day. Might be a few players on there. I'm not really looking for a striker. I'll look for the keepers. No one massively exciting. Defenders. Don't really need a defender. I wonder. There's some players I used to pick up. I'm just wondering if they're still in the league. Kamada being one. Yes, he is. Daichi Kamada. Oh, he's out on loan. Bollocks. Never mind. The other one was Hao Chi Han. Let's have a look for Chi space. Han Chi He. That's the one. Oh, looks like I am going to be able to get him as well. Nice little Korean Republic midfielder. He has some pretty high potential as well. Would like to bring him in. See if we can't work a deal for him now. Now I have no idea how much he's going to be worth. So I'm going to jump in with a player swap. That's normally quite a good place to start. So it'll give you an idea of how much money they want. So, and I know we have plenty of players. I'm sure we'll be fine trading one of them. Like this guy, I really have no interest in keeping. I know he's 75 rated, but I don't want him. Fullback of a position. Well, we already offered that, but they're also after a fullback. Okay. No, you know, I'll take that. I know we're actually getting rid of a right back. I didn't intentionally really want to do that, but... And he's got 4-star weak foot as well, nice. So this guy will sit into CDM or just be on the bench. We do need some of those rotation players, so... he's going to see if we'll take a rotation. I'm not sure what his rating's going to be. Hopefully 70 plus. If he wants important, then it must be half decent. Definitely negotiate that up to a 3-year deal, please. Thank you. No release clause. Perfect. And 5.1k wage. This is easy. Love that. So that is one in. Happy days. I would like to get some players in online, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I would like to sign this guy, but he's just moved. It's just overly complicated. He won't go on loan. We know that Chong won't go on loan. Kamada is out on loan, so we can't sign him. Diawara, we have no idea how much he's going to be worth. Daidalin, they won't let go because he's too important. Absolute trash. Pepe Reina, they've recently acquired. I was just looking for someone to stick between the nets that's first team quality, but struggling to do so. Well, that puts us down slightly in the budget, but we still have plenty to go. We have 43 mil sat there. Let's check out Han Chi He. Yep, 70 rated, spot on. Centre mid / cam. And you can be dropped for our man there. Right, see if we can't bring in a backup winger / striker. I'm going to see if I can bring in Lucas Piazon, another Brazilian player joining the Chinese Super League. Making it somewhat realistic, I guess. Fortunately, I can't abide by every single one of the rules, and I'm not just going to field 3 European players. Just make it way too awkward. Jump in, let's go. 4.5 mil. And a 2% sell-on clause. They'll accept that, surely. Fair offer. Thank you very much. Let's negotiate a deal. Let's bring him in. He wants to be important, that's interesting. I guess he will be coming on from the bench a lot. I'd rather a rotation, but you know you can't negotiate the squad roll down. It just does not work. Has never worked. I don't think it will ever work. He's on quite high wages. I would like to drop that. See if I can drop him by that much if I offer him a nice chunky sign-in bonus and the appearance bonus. And he's taking it spot on. So he dropped his wages from 10k to what he's on now. So pretty happy with that, even though we are still paying an absolute bomb out to have him in the club. Boom, that is 2 players in now. Lucas Piazon takes his place on the bench. We're just missing that backup striker now, but I think we may well be done and just use Youth Academy from this point onwards to bring some players in. Not too sure. I'm going to have a quick ponder on the loan list, see if there's anyone there we can pick up. No one that I recognise. Literally not. I know the right back, but no real interest in bringing him in. I think we might be done. It's been a pretty successful window. I think we've definitely got the squad depth to be getting through the first half of the season as well. That's peculiar how it works. We've started off in January 2018, so I guess the way the Chinese Super League goes may be similar to the MLS timeline because it doesn't fit in with the UK line. An offer for Wu Li of 9.2 million. Lovely offer, but I'm just going to reject that. He's one of the best Chinese players that we've got in the club, so I'd like to try and keep some of them at the club. So, sorry, but that's a no. Still advancing through. We just got 5 hours left. Might be just the 2 signings and no players out for transfer deadline day for Shanghai SIPG FC. An offer for this man. I want to keep him, so sorry, no, he's not going anywhere. I'm just going to have one last look, see if I can't sign any of those players that we've got on our short list. Who say they don't want to leave their clubs. For example, this guy, they will not sell, fair enough. They will sell him, but okay, so whether I want him or not, I'm not too sure. I still want to bring in Suzuki, but I can't, so we might just have to hold off. Barte, I wouldn't mind signing, to be honest, but no. We'll leave it at that. I think that we are done. It's been a pretty damn successful transfer window. See if we can't find the club, see how much we've actually spent. There we go, we've spent 40 million, raised just over 1 million, so that's a lot of money. We've still got plenty of money left over for the next transfer window as well. One last message in the office, let's see what we've got. Transfer offer for Wu Li from Basel, that's interesting. Unfortunately, he is not for sale. Right, and the Chinese Super League transfer deadline day has ended. That is it now. We are going into the Asia Continental Cup, which I think is just sort of the basically Champions League for the Asian team. So that's going to be our first game. We'll be playing Al Ali. Yeah. Until then, guys, that'll be the next episode. We'll actually get some gameplay in. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I know we didn't do too much activity, but you get to see who we've brought in. Until then, guys.